was thinking of doing the intro for this video as I'm walking home from work, but you saw how dark it was, so not a chance. But let's get this rolling. So if you're like, what have I stumbled onto? This is a vlog. The 100th episode of the podcast is fast approaching, so I wanted to do something a little different. I asked you guys if you have any ideas, and you gave me a few good ones that I will probably execute later. But I thought I would give you a look in the life of one fan for a week when it comes to the Heartland stuff. I don't know if this is interesting, hopefully, but you'll get to see what every day on my weekly schedule, Heartland schedule, sort of looks like. And today is Monday, October 30th. Which is the day after episode 5 of season 17. Mondays are usually pretty chill days, even though there's always something happening. But today, I have gone to work, so it's like 6 p.m. right now, and I'm back at home, and today I'm gonna do a couple of updates, and I'm gonna rewatch the episode I watched last night, so I'll take down notes for the podcast and all that kind of stuff. But first, we're gonna make dinner. So it's 7 p.m. and I've eaten my food and I've opened my laptop. And I'll show you a little bit what I do right now. So those who are unfamiliar, I have a Heartland blog on Tumblr, and this is how it looks like. And I have this section here that has featured episodes, so the upcoming and the previous one. Now obviously it's Monday, so this has already aired, so we're gonna update this section, put this one here and the upcoming episode here. Before I can do that, I actually have to post this preview because I haven't posted it yet, and I got that from the official Instagram account. So I just copied the link, pasted it here, and then added the link here as well in case anyone wants to see it on his Instagram instead. Then I tagged Heartland preview season 1706 and video. And now it's ready to be posted, so here we go. Then I go to my blog's code, and this is basically what I've gathered here. The picture, the name of the episode, the number of the episode, the air date, the title, upcoming episode, the synopsis, the preview I just posted, first minutes while they're not up yet, so that link is sort of empty right here, and the tag for the episode as well. So basically I've gotten the stuff I've already posted on my spoilers page and just kind of put it in a smaller package, and then I just update the preview. Let's see, should be updated right now. So there we go, the upcoming episode, episode 6, previous episode, how to say goodbye. And I didn't have a picture for the episode yet, so I just used something generic. And so if you were to press here, you would see the preview and then eventually the first minutes, and then look at the tag for this episode. Then I also noticed The Gate had posted a new interview with Michelle talking about her directing this season, and so I'm gonna post that. I have the link there, you can watch it here as well. Then the tags Heartland video interview Michelle Morgan, director, season 17, the episodes she's directing, and The Gate. So that's gonna go up right now. That's what's posted right now, and then the preview, and I also reblog this post from TV show pilot that recaps every episode, so in case anyone wants to take a look at that, they can. But then besides that, I have one post go up every day at least, and then I add stuff. Like yesterday I reblogged this screen cap post about the episode 4, and yeah, it's just like random stuff, and then up-to-date material, and episode synopsis and updates and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a random selection, but there's always something to post every day, and sometimes it's more current and sometimes it's stuff from the past seasons. Over on my Heartland Instagram account, I do these daily posts about the latest episode, like when they were on set and then what it ended up looking like on the show. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I have few on-set photos selected for episode 5, and now I'm gonna match the scenes with the screen caps I'm gonna take in just a few seconds, and that's gonna be a little while. So here are the pictures I've chosen to post from this episode while they were filming, and now I'm gonna look for those scenes in the episode. So I have the episode playing, and I'm just skimming, trying to find the scenes I'm actually gonna use and match them with the on-set photos. It helps that I have pretty good photographic memory, so I can find them pretty easily, because it's like 40 minutes of footage and I've only seen it once at this point. So I'm gonna do all of those matching scenes on one go, so I have them ready for later this week. So here are all the screen caps I took from the episode that I will use in my edits, and then they will become posts. So those posts go on Instagram, and I try to scatter them a little bit, like you don't have like too many posts in a row or similar kind of scenes. I don't know if people pay attention to those kind of details, but I do. I also have gotten feedback that my tagging is very helpful for people for finding things. I do try to tag a lot of things under the post so I can find them later, because they become useful later on when people want to find something or check something or stuff like that. Like as I was taking the screenshots, I have a new post on my inbox and I need to check something, so I will go back in my tags to see if I've posted anything about that yet. But right now I've sort of used like an hour for this sort of stuff. It just goes by really quickly as you're kind of doing this. Like I updated the spoilers page as well a little bit, so just all kind of little things scattered around. But then later on in the week it's helpful because I already have all this material to use, so it's like easier to plan ahead and then see what I could post. Now I've posted the edit, so I'm off to watch the previous episode again so I can take notes for the podcast that I'm gonna film tomorrow. And yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day after that, at least when it comes to Heartland. Notes are now done. I'm done with the episode. I did little pauses here and there. It's 9:30 right now, and I'm off to do my other chores that don't involve Heartland. So that's been my Monday. See you tomorrow. done. I'm at home. It snowed today, so it was a little bit lighter, but not too much. I'm gonna do some laundry and then take a little nap before I actually start recording the pod, so I'm gonna do that right now. So I'm done with my nap now. I've freshened up a little bit. I've eaten some dinner, and I'm ready to record the podcast episode. Here's how it looks. I have my laptop open, my ring light on, my camera, lighting from that side, and water and soda to drink in my notes, headphones, and I'm ready to go. I always try to choose a background that's specific for that episode, and seeing in episode 5, Jack spent a lot of time in the pen with Blue, I thought I'd do like a ranch background with the Ben showing a little bit. Again, I don't think anyone else cares but me, but just something fun and nice to have for myself.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and you're listening to Heart to Heartland, a fan podcast from a fan perspective.
Okay, I got done filming the podcast episode fairly quickly. I'm kind of surprised. Now it lasted for 38 minutes, which is great because it's easier to edit. And I usually use 2 days to edit the rough cut, and then I add the text and all that kind of like extra visuals in 1 day. Like obviously this is like after work. I'm not doing this full time. So I'm glad that it was done fairly quickly. Hopefully it's easy to edit because I have things to do on Friday. So I have today and tomorrow hopefully for editing the rough cut, and Thursday to add the visual effects on it. So I think this should be good. I'm really glad. Also, on top of doing the podcast today, I've updated some things on the blog, nothing major, and then for Instagram I've tried to do the daily edit, and I'm sure I have something reposted in the stories as well. So it's been little things here and there, and then of course the podcast. So that's been my Tuesday, and that's how it usually looks as well. So I'm signing off. I'm gonna go and put up my laundry and then maybe get started on the editing. So not much to see here anymore, so I'll see you tomorrow. Another workday done. I'm back at home. I'm gonna take a nap because it's just this darkness makes me so tired all the time. So I'm gonna take a nap and then finish editing the podcast episode. Nap has been nabbed and back to editing. Yesterday I trimmed about 7 minutes off from the raw footage. I usually like to do this in 2 parts. Like on the first day of editing, I like to do your comments, and on the second day, I like to do my comments. We'll see how much odd time will be in my comments, because with your comments, it was just like me messing up with words or just me coughing or something like that. So there was not much to trim off, but we'll see how it goes with my footage, because it's a different thing to read something that has already been written by someone than just kind of freestyle. So that's what I usually do when I do my comments, but I'll see you on the flip side. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't allow me to edit the rest of the episode, so I'm just gonna save the first half of it and try to see if I can edit the second half separately. Sometimes things like this happen and you just have to roll with it. So I guess every time it seems like things are going well, there's always something sort of looming and waiting to happen. But thankfully we have a lot of time to edit still, so it's not a disaster, but it's still a bit annoying. When I'm done editing one section, I tend to listen back to it to make sure that it doesn't look or sound weird. So now I've done the first section to my thoughts, and I'm gonna listen to it again and see if it flows well. So if you're wondering, like, why does it take so long for you to edit these episodes? It's because, well, I'll just show you. You're gonna like this storyline, but thankfully it delivered some gems. I mean, the scenes with Tim, were not something I expected to happen. So I started sometimes, well, that's a lovely face. So when I stutter, I need to cut that out and make it seem like this and this flow together seamlessly, or at least somewhat seamlessly. So sometimes it can be a lot of stuttering, or some word sounds weird, or the microphone catches like a weird sound or something like that. So it sounds kind of simple, but actually takes a lot of time sometimes. Second part is now done. My opinions were like 10 minutes. Thankfully it's not too late, but I'm still gonna do a little more things. Like I'm gonna add part 1 and part 2 together and produce the audio version of the podcast. While I wait for the episode to save, I could show you some stats because I find these interesting. Most of my listeners come from United States, then Canada, Australia, Ireland, Germany, United Kingdom, Netherlands, and some are even from Philippines. Most of you listen from Apple Podcasts, so that's interesting. This is for the audio version only because there's a YouTube version available as well. Then Spotify as the second most listened platform. Most of my listeners are women, but there are also men, and some people have not defined their gender, and most of my listeners are over 6 years old, so that's interesting. Then as the second one is 23-year-olds to 27-year-olds. I don't know. Does anyone else find this stuff interesting? I do. I never do anything with it, but it's just kind of nice to know who's out there because I don't see you, but you see me all the time. So here we have the audio version going online. Obviously, I've named the episode, added a description. That's the audio attached. And it's going up on 4th of November and my local time, 6 a.m. For you guys, it's different because obviously time zones and all that. But that's going up right now. So it's ready for Saturday's release. So that's my cue to be done with Heartland for today. I'm gonna wrap up my Wednesday and go to bed soon, so I'll see you tomorrow. It's like a freaking Groundhog's Day here. Back home from work, about to edit the pod. Hopefully finishing it today. So after like an hour or something, editing is now done. It only crashed 6 times, which is frustrating, but basically here's my like visual collection. I don't know. So screenshots, your comments. So while I'm watching my own opinions, I usually take screen caps from the episode. And then this is how the end result looks like. So I have video footage of me reading the comments and talking and all that, and then these on an overlayer so they sync with what's going on. So yeah, that's the end of the podcast editing. Now I just need to upload it. So it's uploading right now, and I'm done for today's stuff. On top of finishing the podcast, I also did some blog stuff, like I updated some pictures and scheduled pictures for future days, and did my Instagram post and all that kind of stuff. So little things here and there, but most of today's stuff is now done. I actually have a day off tomorrow from Heartland stuff, basically, which is good because I have a work thing after work, so all done right now. Then I just have a small update on Saturday, and Sunday we have a new episode, and yeah, that's it, I think. Maybe some fic writing? We'll see. So yesterday, on Saturday, I didn't really do anything Heartland related, so there's not much to tell. But on Sunday, today, I wrote a new chapter for my fanfiction, and I also watched the episode, obviously. So I've just finished watching episode 6, and I always take down who was in the episode on top of, the core 4. The guest stars who wrote it, and the music featured. Now I'm trying to get some writing done because it has been a while since my last update, so wish me luck. Things I'm looking up for this fic, like it can be anything. I'm looking for a specific name for a specific tree. The research is sometimes really strange. Next thing I needed to look up is the plural of fly. Yeah. It took me 3 to 4 hours to get this done, but now it's been done, thankfully. So I'm gonna publish it and just relax for the rest of the night. And did a few updates to my blog and on Instagram and stuff like that, so there's always something going on. So this has been my week with Heartland. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if this is any interesting, but yeah, I just thought I'd do this type of thing because it's the 100th episode, and yeah. I'll see you again on the next podcast episode. Bye!